More than 500,000 qualified public servants with a federal student loan could have it forgiven. Yes, you heard me right. The Department of Education announced today it's revising the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program. The program is not new. It's been around for almost 15 years, and it forgives remaining federal student loan debt for qualified public sector employees like teachers, nurses, police officers, firefighters, and those who work for 501c3 charitable organizations, among many others. Now, to qualify, you must have worked in one of those fields full-time for at least 10 years and must have made at least 120 monthly federal student loan payments. The whole idea was if you were willing to take your college education and forego a lucrative job in the private sector and instead take your skills to the public sector, the federal government would forgive your loan after 10 years of service. But it hasn't been that easy. Borrowers have been complaining for years about this program, that it's really hard to navigate. And the Department of Education admits that only a few thousand borrowers have ever qualified. So with today's announcement, the department says the revisions coming in the next few months will fix all of that. So what does it mean for you? The Department of Education estimates 22,000 of you are eligible immediately to have your loan discharged, and another 27,000 borrowers only need to verify their employment to have their loans discharged too. Now, if you think you fall into this public sector category, you need to get on this right away. Go to studentaid.gov/PSLF for more information. Hey friends, there's good news and bad news when it comes to the debt ceiling debate. First, the good news. It looks like Senate Democrats and Republicans have come to a deal, but we're still waiting on the final details. The bad news is nothing's actually done yet, and the clock to the October 18th deadline is still ticking. Plus, even if this deal goes through, we'll all have to go through this fight all over again in 2 months. And here's why. If all continues to move forward on this current path, Democrats and Republicans will ultimately pass legislation to increase the debt ceiling through December of 2021. Now, the original House bill that passed allowed the debt ceiling to be suspended until December of 2022, so this new deal shortens that time frame by a year. So how did this all happen? Well, basically, Republicans came to the table. Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, after months of saying Republicans would not discuss the debt ceiling at all, offered two options. And this is the one Democrats have indicated that they may be willing to accept. Again, the details are still being worked out and no legislation has passed yet. But if it does go through, December is going to feel like deja vu, because not only are we going to be, yet again, dealing with the debt ceiling, but if there's no spending plan in place, we're also going to be facing, you guessed it, another government shutdown on December 3rd.